Welcome to Florida History Industrialization. In this Let's Play, we'll walk through how this classroom simulation works and how your students can experience Florida's transformation from wild frontier to economic powerhouse during the late 1800s. This is an interactive stock market simulation where small groups of students become investment firms navigating Florida's industries, from citrus and cattle to railroads and cigar factories. Each turn represents a new year, and each year brings new opportunities and risks. To play the game, students form investment teams with roles like CEO, CFO, market analyst, and historian. Each round starts with a reading from the Florida Gazette, a student-friendly newspaper full of real historical events that influence the economy. New railroads, strikes, freezes, booms, and more. After reading, students discuss what's happening in Florida's economy, decide which industries to invest in or sell off, track their gains and losses using ledgers, and try to finish the game with the highest combined value of stocks and cash. Let's walk through a sample round, 1886. You begin the round by reading from the Gazette. In 1886, Henry Flagler buys major railroads on the East Coast. Tampa becomes a trade hub with new rail and steamship lines. Vincent Ebor moves his cigar factory to Tampa, and Florida adopts a new constitution, increasing segregation laws. Then we discuss. How might these events affect the industries? Which ones are about to boom? Which ones might be at risk? And then it's time to invest. Buying and selling begins with the Stock Exchange Board. The column titled last shows the prices of stock when the market opened in 1883, the last turn. Based on the investment choices of the teams that round, citrus, lumber, cattle, and cigar factories experienced a price decline due to a lack of demand for their stock. Now, in 1886, each stock experiences a level of growth based on the events in the state and developments in technology over the last few years. When the market opens for students to buy and sell trades this turn, the final prices will be set at railroads, $2,712. Citrus farming, $930. Tourism, $1,499. Phosphate mining, $1,875. Lumber, $1,320. Cattle farming, $1,292. Cigar factories, $1,540. Now, let's take a look at two different teams. Team A is the bold investors. They've been buying and selling to invest in the industries that seem to be the hottest. Their market analyst suspects that the railroads will continue to expand and increase tourism. So, this turn, Team A chooses to sell all their shares in industries that they don't find promising: citrus farming, phosphate, lumber, and cattle, for a total of $5,417. With the cash from those sales, they will purchase a share each in railroads and tourism for a total investment of $4,211. They will have $1,468 in cash left over. Team B is the cautious firm. Team B hesitates. They've been consistently buying shares in citrus farming and slowly starting to explore other industries. This round, they decide to buy one share of citrus and one share of lumber for a total of $2,250. And they're going to hold the rest of their cash. So they now own 3 shares of citrus, 1 share in tourism, and 2 shares in lumber. And they still have $3,788 in cash on hand. After all firms finish buying and selling, the stock prices need to be updated. For our teams, the lack of demand in citrus, phosphate, lumber, and cattle meant that their stock prices fell. When the market opens in 1889, the next turn, a new set of historical events will impact the growth of each industry. Team A is going to wish that they hadn't sold their phosphate last turn, but they'll be pretty happy with their purchase in tourism and railroads. With the drop in citrus, Team B is going to be worried that they may have made a bad investment. Stock prices can be updated immediately after collecting all the stock transactions, or it can be done while students are working on something independently or before or after school. The teacher will then continue to move the timeline forward to the next year, and the game will progress all the way through the Spanish-American War to the economic shifts of the 1900s. Florida History Industrialization is designed to meet Florida social studies and financial literacy standards. But more than that, it immerses students in the real economic forces that shaped the state. They'll analyze trends, take risks, argue with teammates, and celebrate, or regret, their investments. Ready to invest in railroads, ride the citrus boom, and navigate labor strikes? Let's play.